Tonight on the WWE show, we are going to do a preview of Extreme Rules 2016. And let me tell you the matches. Because for the preview show, it'll be Baron Corbin versus Dolph Ziggler in a no disqualification match. And a match that we've seen so many times, but here's a new match that was just been announced. The Usos will face the Club in a Tornado Tag Team match, meaning there's not going to be any tags. They're just going to fight, but it's just a regular match, not a no disqualification match. Alright, it's Dean Ambrose versus Chris Jericho in the Silo match. And for the Intercontinental title, it's the champion Miz versus Kevin Owens, Cesaro, Sami Zayn. For the WWE Women's title, it's the champ Charlotte versus Natalya. Let's see, in the Tag Team Championship match, it's the New Day versus the Vaudevillains. And for the main event, Roman Reigns versus AJ Styles. Okay, I'm gonna break down these matches and let's see what you guys think's gonna win. Okay, almost forgot about Kalisto, the United States Champion versus Rusev for the United States Championship match. Forgot about that. Alright, let's talk about the kickoff show match, Dolph Ziggler, Baron Corbin. And this is a rubber match, although they have fought 2 times before they ever had a referee's decision on the match. Let's say the first time these guys fought was after the whole WrestleMania thing where they fought in a match, but it went to a double count out, which led Baron Corbin to the end of days outside the ring against Dolph Ziggler. Then the second time they fought was on SmackDown, in which Baron Corbin was going to the ring, but Dolph Ziggler attacked him. And it went to no contest, which led to Payback, in which, this led to the kickoff show on Payback, in which Dolph Ziggler finally won against Baron Corbin. And then on Monday Night Raw, they had a match again, and Baron Corbin won. So on Extreme Rules, it's going to be a rubber match to see who's going to win. And this is a no disqualification match. Although I have to say that half the matches on the Payback show are no disqualification, although you would think that a pay-per-view called Extreme Rules, every single match will be a no disqualification match. Unless it's a handicap match or a fatal 4-way or a triple threat match, but I don't know. I think it might be a good match. I mean, these two have good chemistry, and I love the viciousness of Baron Corbin. Although I know why the WWE doesn't do that 1 minute matches that he's been doing in NXT. They really messed up on that, and you would think that they'll do something more since he won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Let's face it, those who won this Battle Royal don't go to anything. Like a Cesaro, like a Big Show. Baron Corbin is just facing Dolph Ziggler over and over and over again. Hopefully this is going to be the last time these guys fight. Although I'm pretty excited now that there's no disqualification. Hopefully this will lead to a brawl in the crowd. Hopefully in the back, considering that the kickoff show is just an hour. I hope that this match is more than 10 minutes long. But usually they're going to use chairs, candlesticks, at a table, and probably Baron Corbin. And you know what I hope? I hope Baron Corbin does the end of days to Dolph Ziggler on a table, on top of a table, but not on that stupid commentator's table, a real table, because that would really be a sweet move to end the match. Although zigzag on top of the table might work great. I really hope that this match does well, but it's gonna be a lot better than half the matches on the actual pay-per-view. Okay, let's talk about the Usos versus Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, and I mean, the only great match they had was on Monday Night Raw, in which Usos won with no cheating. It was a clean win, because the others were just, I mean, they fought on Monday Night Raw for the debut match for Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, and the majority of the time was in 6-man tag team matches with AJ Styles and Roman Reigns, and the disqualifications, and I don't think this will be a great match, because we've seen this match over and over and over again, and I don't know why they keep putting these two together. And I thought they're going to try to do something with the tag team division. I mean, the prime time players are done. I don't know where Titus O'Neil's at. And the Shining Stars, the Epical Primo, more like tourists. Tourists are right just for Puerto Rico. But if I have to find a guess, in this tornado match, because there's no tags, it's just all 4 men fight in the ring at the same time. With those, I don't know if they're going to try to use this as a way of trying to make AJ Styles the heel, then I think that the club might win. Probably some assistance with AJ Styles. I don't know, but the club might win this. Let's see, the next match is Dean Ambrose versus Chris Jericho in an Asylum match. And they keep talking about this is the first time of an Asylum match, even though TNA's done Asylum matches. But the object of that match was to get out of a dome with the hole on top, but this whole thing, although if you guys were to look back at Payback last year, when Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose were going against the Wyatts, and Chris Jericho was their guest partner, and when Chris Jericho lost the match for them, he just really bumped hard to Dean Ambrose, and Dean Ambrose looked like he was ready to beat the shit out of him. I don't know whether that was kayfabe or real or by accident, but that should have been the time when they would have done this, but no. No, this all started because of a little bit of war with the talk shows, with the Ambrose Asylum and the highlight reel and all this garbage. And they did fight at Payback, and Dean Ambrose won. It should have been the end, but no, they continue it by using the authority angle, in which Seth McMahon decided to cancel the Ambrose Asylum, and Chris Jericho and the Ambrose fought, and what could be one of the reasons why nobody likes the WWE Universe, Dean Ambrose smashed Mitch the Plant, in which Ambrose has in all of his little Ambrose Asylums. He smashed it over his head. And then the flood of tweets talking about mourning of the death of Mitch the Potted Plant. That was a stupid all this childish build up. Right up till on Monday Night Raw when Dean Ambrose suggested the Asylum match, and I think that was a saving grace for this feud. And in this Asylum match, it's a regular steel cage, and with one condition: you don't win by getting out. So you have to beat him in the ring. And up top of the Ambrose Asylum is straight jacket, straps, and what appeared to be Mitch, a potted plant. So I guess Mitch is still alive. Oh my god! You know when they show me up when the WWE showed all those tweets about Mitch and this, they do realize that Mitch isn't a real person. He's more like a prop. I mean, you don't see them sending RIPs to all the tables that the Dudley Boys broke, all the chairs and all the candlesticks that the wrestlers break. No. And it's not really a tragedy. You just take the plant and put it in another pot. My god. I mean, it's not like Mitch the Potted Plant is Mr. Socko or the Cobra or Damien or one of Damien's predecessors. Although this Ambrose Asylum match, this little Asylum match might be the match of the night. But the thing that's going to be disappointing is no one's going to bleed. But for some reason, when WWE has cage matches, the wrestlers don't bleed. Or if they do bleed, then they're going to have some guy come into the ring and wipe it up, put some Vaseline on it to stop the bleeding. Jesus Christ. I mean, that's what they did with the Samoa Joe versus Finn Balor match for the NXT Championship belt. Finn Balor got cut. Samoa Joe got cut. It was all bloody. But then the medics just wiped the blood off and put some Vaseline on it, and that really killed that match. I'm not going to spit some blood, but at least I'm going to see a lot of fight. And hopefully Ambrose will win this by putting Chris Jericho in that straight jacket. Do the dirty deeds. Win. And take Mitch the Potted Plant and smash it over Chris Jericho's head. And that's how that rivalry's going to end. Because remember what he said at Raw? He said that he's going to make it so that Chris Jericho will question himself and whether or not he's going to continue wrestling. So this might be Chris Jericho's time to leave. I don't know. I don't really care. But I'm guessing that this will be the match of the night. So we got 4 championship matches. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's talk about Kalisto versus Rusev. And I don't know. I kind of like how this is built up. I mean, they had a battle royal for the number 1 contendership for the title, and Rusev won. And hopefully this will Rusev. And I like how they got this point where Lana's involved, and when Lana threw that water in Kalisto's face during Sin Cara versus Rusev, that was a great point in this little rivalry, because Rusev came outside the ring to beat the shit out of Kalisto. And then on the Monday Night Raw, when Kalisto was going against Alberto Del Rio, he was beating the shit out of Sin Cara in the back, then dragged him in the ring, then dragged him outside the ring, It beat the shit out of him there. And then when their brother won, he beat the shit out of Kalisto, putting that accolade in. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, match-wise, I think this might be the number one championship match out of the four. Because at least they have a number one contender for the title. For the United States title. And then just get 3 or 4 of the same guys and put them against them for the title again. At least they have something new for the United States Championship match. And the last one was a lot better than the main event with Ryback versus Kalisto. But now that Ryback is gone for the WWE, I don't know why. I mean, he's made some improvement at least. And I don't know about Rusev. But, I mean, he's a big guy, and Kalisto knows how to handle big guys and make them a lot better than they look. Probably the title might change and Rusev might become the new United States champion because Lana might interfere in the match. Or if Sakura's out there trying to help out, then Kalisto might retain the title, but I strongly think that Rusev might become United States champion. And let's see. Alright, here comes the Intercontinental Championship match in a Fatal 4-Way. So this is a no disqualification match between The Miz, Kevin Owens, Cesaro, and Sami Zayn. So, wow. So these are the same guys that wrestled for the title. God, I just don't understand this whole thing with. I mean, these guys are fighting each other a lot. I mean, this group of wrestlers have been fighting with each other for months now around the United States title. And this is not new, it's just stale. I mean, yes, Miz has a 1-4 chance of retaining the title, and I mean, my money, I want Cesaro to be the Intercontinental Champion. Because he deserves it. I mean, he got buried by Cena. Although you can say that about all the men who are in this United States, in this Intercontinental title match. All 4 of these men got buried by Cena at a certain time. Let's see. The Miz, he got buried by Cena, especially in the I Quit match. That was the end of the Miz after that. Let's see, Kevin Owens, yeah, he got beat by Cena. That's the ultimate burial. And you made him to a whiny little bitch because of it. Cesaro got buried when Cena got out of the. Oh God, I forgot about that move. What was that thing? Oh, when Cesaro's finisher didn't beat Cena. And Sami Zayn. Oh yeah, he got buried. No, he got injured by Cena. Because in that United States Championship Open Challenge, when Sami Zayn fought Cena, I could tell Cena hurt him intentionally. Because if you saw the beginning of that match, when Sami Zayn was walking to the ring, everyone was cheering for him, and the camera pans to Cena, and he was got that angry look. Like he's got that golden shovel ready to beat the crap out of him. And after that match, he got injured, and the NXT Championship between him and Kevin Owens was destroyed. It ruined it. And I would think that if it weren't for Cena injuring him, then they would have wrote that Sami Zayn would have won the NXT Championship match, and then there would have been a further storyline between these two. That's wishful thinking. Let's see who's gonna win this. Well, Cesaro wins, but if you got Maurice there, then The Miz might retain the title, and hopefully, and I'm guessing that one of these, and yeah, I think The Miz might win this because Kevin Owens still has got that rematch clause, although it's been past a month. I don't know if it's still good but he still got that rematch clause. So if The Miz beats the ball, then at Monday Night Raw, Kevin Owens is gonna evoke that challenge. And you know it's sad. At WrestleMania, Zack Ryder won. Then because I don't know why they just gave the title back to Miz for the 5th time, and you see what's happening. I mean, let's face it, it would have been better if Zack Ryder would still be the Intercontinental Champion, because at least we'll have some new matches. We would have him versus Kevin Owens. I don't know why this. But you know what, Miz might win. Okay, and next is Charlotte versus Natalya for the WWE Women's title, and this match was dead long before this challenge was made. Especially at Payback, after they tried to do that Montreal screw job, because Bret the Hitman Hart was there, and I would have thought that would have been the time that Natalya would have been champion again. I mean, especially after Bret the Hitman Hart survived prostate cancer. I mean, this guy beat cancer, and then you do this to his niece. You do the Montreal screw job, in which Charlotte had Natalya the sharpshooter, and had Charles Robinson just ring the bell. But like Survivor Series all over again. It's awful. Hopefully Natalya's gonna be the champion. And that contract signing really destroyed any momentum that's going in there. I mean, besides the bad acting between Natalya and Charlotte, I mean, my God. I mean, the way they were talking, you would think they were talking through cue cards. Well, this is going to be a submission match, in which the only way you can win is by submission. So it's Charlotte's figure 8 versus Natalya's sharpshooter, and yeah, and with a little bit of a stipulation, because Shane McMahon banned Ric Flair from the match. But since Ric Flair interfered in the Paige match between Shawn and Paige, he put in a clause that if he comes near the ring, Charlotte gets stripped of the title and Natalya wins. So I guess that Natalya's gonna win this match because without Ric Flair, she's done. And the way to use Ric Flair, her just killed any momentum for her. Especially when it gave her that figure 8. It should have stick with natural selection. I mean, their match for the NXT Women's title was great. I mean, they had Ric Flair and Bret Hart there, but at least they didn't interfere. At least it was a clean match. But no, they had to ruin it with all these stupid matches. And this whole women's revolution, the WWE, where are the rest of the women wrestlers? I mean, where's Naomi? Where's Tamina? Where's Sasha Banks? Where's Alicia Fox? And Folks, I just named all the black women wrestlers they had, and none of them are there. I mean, you got Becky Lynch, you got Paige finally. Emma's out for back surgery. And I don't know this match. I don't know. I don't know if Ric Flair's gonna be out there or not. Uh, but I hope Natalya wins. I mean, they order that with this stupid Montreal screw job. Let's see, and the next is the New Day versus the Vaudevillains for the Tag Team Championship belts. And, before this, they had a #1 contenders tournament to go against the Tag Team Champions, although this should have been, the championship match should have happened at Payback, but a lot of stuff led to this whole thing, and I don't know. Payback, it was the #1 contendership match between the Vaudevillains and Enzo Amore and Big Cass, but after what happened to Enzo Amore, in which Aiden English taught through Enzo Amore to the ropes, and I was supposed to do like a baseball slide under the ropes, but his head hit the middle rope, and then as he was sliding out, his head hit the bottom rope and hit hard on the floor, so he got a really bad concussion, and then the decision was that the Vaudevillains win. And I don't know, this was a slow little build up between these guys after what happened with Enzo Amore. I mean, it was getting good. I mean, they were jumping each other, but what happened at Monday Night Raw just made it too damn silly. After the stupid New Day decided to travel back in time. And so they made up this stupid cardboard box called the New DeLorean. And like the DeLorean that they used in the Back to the Future. Although this would have been a sort of a backstage kind of thing they could have done, but no, they decided to do it live in the ring. So, oh god. So they got into that stupid time machine, and what happened is that they played Kofi Kingston's old theme music, and he finally spoke Jamaican again. Then they went back in time again, and I don't know, they did some kind of camera work in which everything was black and white. They had mustaches and beards, and B's Booty-O cereal turned into Derriere squares, and Vaudevillains attacked them, in which everything went back to color. I don't know, it was a good build-up, but I don't know, I haven't seen these two fight. At least it's a different match. Well, this is a new tag team match, but I don't know who's going to win on this, but if they're trying to do this new era crap, then the Vaudevillains might win the tag team titles. And I don't give a damn about this tag team match, because let's face it, the tag team division's dead in WWE. They don't got any tag team left. I mean, the ones that they brought for NXT just fizzled out, like the Ascension. I mean, we haven't seen the Ascension in a long time. And we got the Shooting Stars, Epico Primo. That could be a good one, but I mean, they use their finisher is the same as the Ascensions. With the spin, the roundhouse kick, and the sweep at the same time. awful. And which is going to be the worst match of the night, Roman Reigns versus AJ Styles for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match in a Extreme Rules match. So no disqualification, no countouts, and oh god. I mean, these guys fought at Payback, and it was a typical John Cena type of match. I mean, AJ Styles knocked Roman Reigns out outside the ring, got counted out. AJ Styles won by countout. Shane reverses it. They're going to do it again, but no countouts. And then, for some reason, when Roman Reigns was sticking his knees out while AJ Styles doing splash, he got disqualified because it might have hit his balls, like he ever had any. So Stephanie McMahon reversed it, and no disqualification, no countouts, and Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, and the Usos were involved, and Roman Reigns won because of the distraction. And so now they're going to do it again. Only this time, everything's illegal. I don't really like these two guys. I mean, Roman Reigns, I would think if the WWE would concentrate on his wrestling, maybe he'll be a great champion. But now, I mean, he's the face, but everybody's booing him like John Cena. And his speech that he's not a good guy, he's not a bad guy, he's the guy. That's a dumb line. That's John Cena-esque. Stay in the middle. I mean, his cheers are almost the same as John Cena's. And AJ Styles, he's boring. I kid you not. This guy puts me to sleep every single time I hear his theme music, every single time I see him. And this is the WWE AJ Styles. I mean, I'm not bored with the TNA AJ Styles. I'm not bored with the New Japan AJ Styles. But this one, oh God, even just talking about it makes me go to sleep. I don't know. But you know what? I think AJ Styles will become champion because of Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, and I can tell you a little bit more why I think he's going to win, since John Cena is going to come back on the 30th of May. Then they're going to make him heel. They're going to make him the baddest heel of all time. And John Cena is going to beat him for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship belt. And he's going to be the 16-time World Heavyweight Champion. All because he defeated a guy who could out-wrestle him anytime and any place. This match screams AJ Styles heel turn and his ultimate burial. So those are the predictions I'm going to make. If you think of anything else that might happen, I'm going to try to get this uploaded soon, and I will do a review of Extreme Rules. If I can find a way of doing this live, I will. But I guess I'll just stick with this. So I'll talk to you at the Extreme Rules preview, and I hope you enjoy it. And here's a little bit of a note. After the whole Extreme Rules thing, they're gonna do that fake podcast with Nick Foley interviewing Shane McMahon about why he left, where he's been, all that. Well, let's face it. He came back because running out of money. If he had the brains, he had the money, he could create a new wrestling organization. But no, he came back. And this whole thing, sharing the power with her and Stephanie McMahon, is boring. We know that Stephanie's going to try to take all the power herself. We haven't seen Triple H yet. I mean, he's still got a rematch clause. I don't know why he doesn't use it. I don't know if he's injured or not after WrestleMania. Well, hopefully he's gonna be involved. Evoke that challenge. Take the belt away. I don't know. God, it's so. They would Camp WWE. They got so many injuries. This ruined everything. And folks, I don't know. Hopefully there's good. Hopefully, let's hope that Ring of Honor can find another TV deal, because let's face it, Ring of Honor is way better than the WWE without those boring ass storylines. It's just wrestling. Now let's hope some network picks it up that everyone can watch. I mean, because of what Comcast did, like Spike, Pop, and CMT, most of us can't watch it. They are a digital starter, but if you have a PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4, you can download the PlayStation View app, and it's kind of like a cable that you can use to watch your old television shows via internet if you have a fast enough internet connection. And the lowest price is $19.99, and you get a lot more channels that you would get from Comcast. Yeah, but you get Pop, Spike, and CMT, along with some other channels like Destination America, for $19.99 plus taxes. But you know what? Eventually, I'm gonna see if I can see the total price, because if the total price is less than what we pay for a digital starter, then maybe it's about time we just cut off the cable and just switch to PlayStation View. I mean, the biggest package is over 100 channels, and it's for, I think, let's see, what's it, $29.99, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna try to check. But you know, I probably might do some of this opinion shows, try to drive off some viewers for this podcast. Probably talk about this new, hopefully, that they finally gonna bring back Reboot. I don't know when they're gonna do it, but they should do it soon. But let's end it here, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, and good night.